my god, I get a scholarship from India, girl! Oh, that's perfect. Do you know about the India? Oh, absolutely not. I just get it a moment ago. How should I know that much? Yeah, you should know about that, especially the attitude toward variety of assets in the India. It's pretty impact before living, you know. No, girl, this meaning need to Google it a lot, right? Wait, our friends are investigating in this topic, and they also created a concrete video. Let's watch it with me. Oh, Lily, let's go! Thank you so much.
Hello, welcome to the research, social evaluations of accent Englishes and Indian perspective. The research seeks to study language attitude and accent perception to better understand social factors and many diverse cultures which influence English perception in different contexts around the world. This research wants to explore to understand listeners' attitudes and perceptions of speakers with different speech accents and the cultural context. The researcher used mixed methods to analyze ethnographic and experimental data by sequential explanation with quantitative and qualitative methods. The participants were 10 undergraduate students between the ages 18 to 22 who enrolled in an undergraduate degree program at an international private university in Pune city. Each participant speaks English with native or bilingual proficiency and complete at least their secondary education. There are 5 accent species in the voice recordings which the participants have to listen and judge. The speech samples were collected from men and women 20 to 28 years of age with comparable educational backgrounds who were from this region: North India, South India, the United States, England, and Southeast Asia. After the participants listened all of them, there are 2 methods to survey and collect data as follows. The first is an identification task. The participants were asked to identify a speaker's place of origin from their speech. Next, the second is a rating task. The participants were to rate the speech of each speaker through Likert scaling. When they did all of this, the researcher interviewed them about educational background, past experience, and authors to understand motives for the ratings. Also, the participants were asked to describe their own accent and to identify the accent sample.
Quantitative findings. Distance ranking. Respondents were asked to rank the accent in the term of closeness to the language style they speak. Each respondent ranked the accent sample in the following general categorical order. Rank number 1 and number 2 are Indian accents, which are not specified the location whether in South or North India. Rank number 3 and rank number 4 are Western accent, which is not specified the location whether American or British. And lastly, rank number 5 is Southeast Asian accent. These results present that after accent from their own country, listeners relate to the most prosodic feature of Western speaker than other English speaker. Accent identification text Indian accent. All respondents give the right answer that it originates from India. Few respondents can specify particular city or regions within the country, and 3 respondents mismatch the location. For Western accents, its respondent level the Western accents as American or European with a 75% success rate on specific location. For Southeast Asian accents, 6 said that they were unable to identify the origins, and 2 respondents give the wrong answer. The answer are African country or United Kingdom. 1 respondent can identify accent's location as Southeast Asian but cannot pinpoint the country. The last respondent answered Thailand, which is correct region but wrong country.
Quantitative finding. The finding from the questionnaire, the quantitative part of the study, are described first, followed by a description of the corresponding theme that emerges from the semi-structured interviews, and subsequently employed qualitative measures. You can see in both Table 1 and Table 2 that compare between accent frequency table for score on both parameters. Indian and British accent were rated highest on status of intelligence, education, and success, followed by American and Singaporean accents. But Singaporean was rated on the highest on solidarity variable. For example, friendliness, kindness, responsibility, followed by the remaining accent, which did not have a noticeable different rating.
Next, qualitative findings. Qualitative research. Once the qualitative results are obtained, semi-structured interviews will be conducted with the aim of exploring reason and various qualitative factors. Thought process during the reading task self-reflection. Each participant let the speaker each accent based on a set of indicators of what's given a few minutes to compose their thoughts. After analyzing the answer, many people explained that they had no real reason to rate any of the speakers the way they did. This because the speech content is the same for all 5 samples. Rest are what they analyze. More state that they made their decision based on the speaker by tone and confidence, or in general it is their voice. Assume that the influencing factor is the speed or pitch of speech. The qualitative result were consistent with the qualitative result, because most of them did not give clear opinion. The 4 no-accent score higher or lower than the average response, because this answer indicate that belief and idea cannot be quantified. Second process of identification, familiarity with different accent. While each respondent has different reasons for their rating, interview respondent will read their own answer and explain the reason for using the measurement to identify the sound and what it is, in which the interviewee reaction will be observed. All respondents answered that they had a Singaporean accent, which answered incorrectly, but they admit that they could guess the correct sound. This is because they don't hear a sufficient level of Singaporean accents. However, when asked about his Western accent, all 10 respondents said that these accents sound familiar and similar to their own. It is therefore easy to understand and identify a non-standard or a group as a receive high score for standard. It appears that the social conditions that lead to these outcomes are very spare.
The next is law of media. All respondents reported consuming Indian origin media through Bollywood, television, online content, music, radio, and various streaming services in the medium of English, Hindi, and regional languages. The next is cultural factors. Each participant describes themselves as especially fluent and proficient in English, with 8 of the 10 respondents calling it their first language, and the language they were most comfortable using. The other 2 respondents state that their proficiency in English and their mother tongue are about the same, and that they were comfortable using either of the 2 languages.
5. Personal education history. From 5 respondents who had studied at an international school that designed the curriculum and environment to be internationally accepted, in which both internal and external students and teachers work together. The respondents were able to identify at least 4 out of 5 accents, but they were unable to differentiate between Indian and Western accents. The rest, namely normal and convent schools, are viewed as conservative. They were emphasized on discipline and they cannot be differentiated from the Western accent category. And the last one, 6. Own accent identification. Our respondents could tell that it was an Indian accent, but regional accents cannot be determined. It is instead assumed to be an Indian accent. For example, the first respondent was able to describe a Mumbai accent. The second respondent described his accent as vaguely South Indian, and the third respondent, who had lived in a different part of the country, could attribute it to any big city accent.
Wait, that's very good informative video. Right now I feel very relaxed, more comfortable for my upboarding to India. Near to hear that, girl. Hope you have a wonderful experience. Maybe you might come back with an Indian boyfriend. But don't forget to find one for me. Sure. wait. What is that? Someone send you an email or anything? Oh, wait. What is this? You I got scholarship from India. So now I don't need to find an Indian boyfriend for you because you will experience it by yourself. So that means let's go India!